California is facing a puzzling situation with both major drought and significant flooding. How can a place experience these extremes simultaneously? We'll explore this unusual circumstance and the state's plan to address it through a multi-billion-dollar mega dam. Welcome to the Luxury Lifestyle Show, where we bring you the latest and greatest in all things luxurious. In this video, we will take a look at the Golden Oasis, California's $4 billion mega dam. But before we continue, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. Now, let's get right to it. Before we delve into that, let's discuss the water situation in California. The state, known for large desert areas like the Great Basin, Mojave, and Colorado, has historically struggled with water scarcity. Even the early settlers faced difficulties farming due to limited water resources. In October 2021, a statewide drought emergency was declared, urging citizens to reduce water usage by 15%. Surprisingly, as of 2023, the emergency remains in effect, marking over 1,000 days of official drought conditions. But that's not the end of the story. Amidst this prolonged drought, California unexpectedly experienced heavy rainfall, resulting in severe floods. Several towns and cities were damaged, 22 lives were lost, and the governor declared another state of emergency. California is currently experiencing simultaneous emergency droughts and floods, posing a perplexing situation. The key lies in water management. Despite heavy rainfall, only a fraction of the water is effectively collected and stored. Consequently, when the sun reappears, most of the water drains away or flows into the sea, leaving the drought unaffected. It's akin to pouring water into a bath without blocking the drain. California struggles to gather enough water during the rainy season to compensate for drought periods, resulting in a continuous cycle of excess and scarcity. However, efforts have been made to address this challenge. In the 1950s, during a comparable period of alternating droughts and floods, the State Water Project was established. This initiative aimed to store water during flood periods for later use in droughts. Over 20 dams were constructed, including the renowned Oroville Dam, which stands at over 200 meters in height and holds a vast amount of water in Lake Oroville. Pyramid Lake near Los Angeles is another notable example. During droughts, the water accumulated in these immense reservoirs can be distributed to farms and cities. The water management process in California is impressive, relying on a vast network of canals, aqueducts, and pumping stations. Water travels long distances, even crossing mountain ranges. Notably, the California Aqueduct carries water from the Sierra Nevada to Los Angeles, serving millions of people along the route. The Edmonston pumping plant lifts water over the Tehachapi Mountains, reaching a staggering height of 600 meters. It's like pumping a river over the One World Trade Center. The system is one of the world's most advanced, but its construction in the 1960s and 70s was initially intended as Stage 1. Plans to expand in the 80s and 90s were halted due to economic and environmental concerns. The disruption caused by dams and pumping stations has negatively impacted local species, resulting in collapsed population of salmon and steelhead trout unable to reach their breeding sites. Due to these circumstances, California halted the subsequent phase of construction, relying on the initial projects to suffice. The early facilities yielded noticeable effects. Urban areas received about two-thirds of the collected water, while the remainder irrigated orchards and farms, contributing an estimated $400 billion annually to the statewide economy. However, the existing components of the State Water Project have recently encountered difficulties. Initially designed for a population of fewer than 20 million, California's doubling population and escalating water demand have strained the dams and canals. Consequently, the state has faced significant drought issues. Climate change exacerbates the situation, with temperatures rising by nearly 2 degrees centigrade, leading to scorching heat waves. The worsening droughts, growing population, and inadequate water management needs an upgrade. Hence, California has decided to construct the site's reservoir, located a few kilometers north of Sacramento, This narrow valley features cliffs, hills, and dry, scrubby terrain with clusters of buildings and a handful of local residents. While designated as sites on the map, it is not an official town. The state plans to flood the valley, creating a lake described as an environmentally beneficial reservoir that captures excess water for drier periods. This concept has been considered since the 1950s, almost becoming part of Stage 1 of California's water management project. However, due to ambitious plans and high costs, the focus shifted to projects like the Oroville Dam. Yet, in recent years, the state has reconsidered, acknowledging the value of the site's reservoir. While not a complete solution to droughts, it could store over 2 cubic kilometers of water, supplying drinking water to countless homes. Construction involves dams to close gaps along the valley's hills, including the Sites Dam and Golden Gate Dam. Filling the reservoir differs from riverside dams. Instead, the Sacramento River, California's largest river located 25 kilometers east of the valley, will be utilized. During rainy months, the state plans to extract water from the river, channeling it through fields, hills, and towns into the site's valley, akin to a colossal water tap filling a massive bucket. This stored water can then be released during dry seasons, providing relief to nearby areas. Although pumping water to the valley demands substantial energy, the SWP deems it worthwhile, as hydroelectric generators can recoup around 80% of the power used. Construction is slated to commence in 2024 or 2025 and conclude 6 years later. The missed opportunity during the 2023 floods highlights the necessity of the site's reservoir to collect enough water to supply over 200,000 Californian households. However, concerns arise regarding potential drawbacks, such as the possibility of the SWP raising water prices by 300%, which would impede accessibility despite the surplus supply. Environmental groups have also raised concerns about the potential impact on migrating fish when water is pumped into the Sacramento River. Many fish species rely on deep, cool pools for breeding, which can become warm and shallow during dry seasons. By utilizing the site's reservoir, these pools can be replenished, ensuring the water remains at the appropriate depth and temperature necessary for successful breeding. This aspect of the project demonstrates its recognition for the importance of supporting ecosystems beyond human needs. Although the possibility remains that the project may not come to fruition due to insufficient funding, the current outlook suggests that the reservoir will be operational by 2030. What did you think? Tell us in the comment section below. Give it a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.